I'm back, but the problem doesn't seem like it's solved. Because I'm still getting drop frames. Do I get— yeah, you can get another sticker. You can totally get another sticker. Go for it. There you go. Yeah, we are getting another ad break. So hopefully by the time the ad break finishes, I'm gonna see if it's kind of okay right now. We'll see. We'll see. Infinite sticker glitch, yeah. If you get enough, you can even phase right into the the back part of the school. You could speedrun right through it. It's true. It's true. The thing is, the bars are showing me like the bars on OBS are showing me like red and orange colors, but the actual number isn't that low. And I'm looking over at the TV because I'm on the telly, and it doesn't look like there's any problems. I'm at like a lower quality, definitely, but if we keep disconnecting her internet, we get more stickers. That's the glitch. That's the secret. The sneakret, if you will. Is it OBS or slobs? It's OBS. It's OBS. Beans is trying his darndest right now to help me out. Because it says I'm still getting drop frames, but I don't know. It's not looking as bad as it was last time. But we'll see. We will see. Because I at least want to get through my dailies, yap a little bit, show off the art that I was showing you guys, and then maybe we'll have time to draw in a singular Mega Digimon. Who knows? Maybe it'll be Alphamon. Maybe not. But we shall see. We shall see. I'll see you guys after the ad break. Let's hope for the best. The bars are looking good, you guys. The bars are looking good. There's still an annoying red text that says dropped frames, but it seems like it's okay now. It seems like it's okay now. Let's go to the cub corner. The new cub corner. We're here. Welcome back. Thank you guys for bearing with that. It might still be intermittent. The bars might drop and rise as they will. The machine spirit is willing. It is. But thank you for bearing with that, you guys. The hashtag of bars. Man, we really should just bring back millennial core things like too many hashtags. Or should we, if we're really... Oh, thank you for the pet pet. Wait, no, the pet pet's not activating. It's okay. It's okay. I think it's a hotkey that I forgot to put. Unless, if I go here, do I get the pet pet? Nah, it's okay. It's like, you can see you can see what I was doing. I was like, please, internet feed, please. But thank you for the pet pet. I think hopefully the problem is somewhat solved. But if the bars, you know, if they go up and down, it's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out when we figure it out. Today is just a normal school day. And also, it's a chance for me to start over. Magandang gabinka sa inyong lahat. It's me, Gabinka. Gabinka, I already messed it up. It's me, Binka Bear. Your local cyber art history teacher and educational streamer. And after that hiccup with my internets, we're back. We're back, baby. And actually, look, I can make it so this isn't my BRB screen. This is just a regular screen. Yeah, this could be our new, like, just chatting scene. But the main thing is I do like showing you guys things. You know, when I'm talking about things, it's like, oh, you guys see that meme? And I'll, like, show you a picture of it, right? Gundam Binka! My Gundam's a Binka! It's like our version of, like, the bone apple teeth. Bone apple teeth! My Gundam's a Binka! So yeah. For those who weren't here during the earlier iteration of this stream, when I was struggling, we got some... Wait, where's the Spotify? Abracadabra, abra unana. Well, now Spotify is being strange, but that's okay. We like strange. Abracadabra, abra unana. We're gonna be attempting to draw some Mega Digimon today. Here on Procreate. Right after you guys stick them up. Put your hands in the air. I know you guys don't have hands, but put them in the air. And wave them like you just don't bear. You bared a little! But in addition to that, we'll do our dailies. But also, like I said, I wanted to show off some new scenes that I made. It's our new Cub Corner. Brand new. I don't have the old versions anymore. I don't have the old versions, so I can't... Unfortunately, can't compare and contrast. You're just gonna have to go to an older VOD to see what the old Cub Corner looked like. I tried to make it so I had two versions, like the old Cub Corner and the new one, but it wouldn't let me, because like I duplicated this scene and then I started adjusting one of them, and then I went over to the old one and it had the same exact thing. Like all the changes were translating over. I don't quite know why or how, but them's the breaks. But it's not just the Cub Corner. It's not just the Cub Corner, because when we go on break, I either put you here in the Cub Corner so you guys can just chill out and relax. I'm just kidding. But it's also the no, you know what? We could wait on the recess. We could wait on the recess because I will show it to you guys soon. But let's appreciate, right? Let's appreciate this new scene that I've cooked up for you guys. I drew all this, by the way. I drew all this. Well, not the art that's above me. That's drawn by you guys. But and not the paintings over there on the side. That's by other people. But everything else, this bush in the back, is it a bush or is it a pillow? Those mushrooms down there, are they poisonous? They are. Same with the berries. Don't eat the berries. This moss underneath my peats, underneath my footsies, underneath my cool Adidas. I mean Abibas. No copyright intended. Is it really moss or is it a carpet? Who knows? That grass that's growing out of the floor is just decoration, Or is this classroom in shambles? The world may never know. Abracadabra. But we also have a bookshelf over there that's not totally being overtaken by Ivy. Is it Poison Ivy? No, it is not a DC character. It's just Vines. It's just Vines. But see, you guys have a bookshelf. Above the bookshelf is a microwave. And above the microwave is some tomato soup. So whenever you guys get hungry, feel free. Or actually, it's not tomato soup. It's tomat. I hope you guys are okay with tomat soup. And give me a second. Alright, we're back. Everything is edible once? I mean, you have a point there. Can we go in the microwave? Sure! That way you guys can become baked. You will be baked soon. If we have enough money, maybe we'll get an air fryer there too. But I just want to get you guys some tomato soup. So just put the whole can in the microwave and just put in a spoon too while you're at it. You can heat up the spoon. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Don't do any of this. Don't do it. Don't put yourself in the microwave either. But for legal reasons, this is a joke. We like to have a little hee hee ha ha over here. And what else do we have here in this scene? We have the painting of me and Beans just chilling over there. That's the one by Baba Nana. And then above it and below it are two of my favorite paintings. One is Automat by Edward Hopper. And then the one below is The Bird Seller by Vicente Manansala, who's one of my favorite Filipino artists. Yeah, Automat isn't like my favorite artwork, but I like Hopper's work. Microwave me. You know, there is a streamer that does have a microwave redeem. Like, you can microwave yourself. He goes by the name of Aros. He's a pretty cool guy. He's a pretty cool penguin VTuber. And you can microwave yourself in his stream. And he plays Yu-Gi-Oh! You know? What's not to love? He plays the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. Therefore, great person. There you go. Thank you, Matthew, for shouting out Aros. But yeah, so he has a lot of really fun redeems. I might want to like pick his brain because I want to know what redeems I could do like that are scene specific, right? I think I've seen Bob's Burgers in that top painting. Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Bob's Burgers is a very cultured show, you know? So yeah, that's the new Cub Corner. And then you guys have your little area, the chat area. You know, it's really like a just chatting scene, right? And then we also have Mr. Pancakes over there. He's just chilling. But I also have something else for you guys. I also have another scene that I actually just finished approximately an hour before our stream. You guys ready for it? You guys ready for it? Get recessed. Looking at it, okay, maybe this is a little overwhelming, but look, you guys, you have a new backyard or front yard, I guess. Front yard. As well as a lore drop. That's right, with this we're getting a little bit of a lore drop. Before, you saw like in the background was like a whole building, and the assumption was that our classroom was just like a little like room in the building. This is the new lore drop. The Babinka Bears Community College Cub Daycare and all-day parking is actually a single bungalow. That's right, all of our classes. It's just like my middle school. That's the vibe I'm going for. I'm going for the California, you know, middle school with the bungalow that's just there, you know? It's supposed to be a temporary, like, building, but it's been there for, like, 20 years. That's the vibe I was going for. I'm going for the California middle school vibe. Or high school. My high school also had these bungalows. Because spent the budget on gacha again. No, I'm trying to make it back. Look, we have a cool parking. Wait, I did put free. Maybe I should cross that out. We have a new business endeavor here. Well, it's not new. We've been a parking lot, but it's now it's official. On FGO again? No, not on FGO. Anuma Musume. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't worry about where I spend my money. Don't worry about how many Bruno Mars tickets I have. Just trust me on this. This is more of a lore drop than a downgrade. See, look, you guys have some basketball. You guys wanna play basketball? Look, we even have like a little signboard. We have a basketball. Don't worry about why the basketball has like a piece of tape on it. I kind of fell off the Haunts game because they embraced it. Did they? Oh no. I think my elementary school still has the same bungalows. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't visited. I did visit my middle school a couple years back. But I haven't visited my high school. I do remember. Oh, is this too ultra specific that it might dox me? But I'll just say it. In my high school, one of the buildings caught fire. It was like a step up from a bungalow, but it wasn't like, it was like a single room that had its own like building. And I won't say what subject was taught inside of it, but we did in my high school, my senior year of high school, one of the buildings caught fire and like legit burned down. It wasn't a big building. It was kind of like the size of our bungalow, but our bungalow over here. I think it wasn't, well, I guess the inside was wood, but like I remember the staircase leading up to it was stone. Eat grass. Yes, iGames opened up a new division to look into the opportunities of AI. Oh no, jeez. Now, I'll actually be honest with you guys. I did actually uninstall Uma Musume. I actually haven't played it for a while, and I uninstalled because it wasn't because of the AI thing, because this is actually the first time hearing of it. I uninstalled it because I was spending money on it. And I realized that it was a problem, and I was like, okay, I need to stop. I need to stop this, and what better way than just uninstalling, right? Because I was trying to get like very specific like horses, and then I'm almost on my way to uninstalling FGO because I did spend money on that as well, but Dokun, start running your way. Oh no, that redeem doesn't work on this scene. Dokun, hearts racing with you. It's okay. I'll give you your points back. Actually, I think I can just do that right now. Here we go. I'll refund that. You can do it when we're in the classroom. Because technically, phones are allowed because you're outside. If I remember right, I think they said they're doing an in-house AI thing for future projects, but most people don't believe them. Ah, okay. I had already uninstalled it because I realized that I was spending money on it, and I didn't want to spend money on it. Same with FGO. Why spend money on mobile games when you can spend money on Digimon? I do need to get the new booster pack. I do need to get the new booster pack. Mayhaps even a whole box of them. But yeah. Yeah, what else am I saying? That's plenty of SoCal schools? Yeah, then maybe I'm not doxing myself by saying that in freshman year, my senior year, one of the buildings burned down. It was unfortunate because I had the class in there, and it was a shame because I really liked that class. The teacher was heartbroken too. I found an Oyula, queen amongst bears. What is that? Enlighten me. I'm curious. But yeah, this is the new playground. You guys can have a lot of cool nature exploration activities. Another pre-release Thursday. Ooh! I might be just healed enough. I think I have a stream that day, but I might be healed enough for that. Commander for a bear commander date. Oh, nice. Nice. Cool. But yeah, so there is we do have a parking lot. It is a parking lot, but it is also your playground. So we do have basketball. Yeah, that is a waste basket that I did nail to a bunch of wood boards. But yeah. Like, their statement specifically said they're developing their own AI thing, only using trained material they've developed themselves. I guarantee it's still not going to make anything worthwhile, but it's not using OpenAI or anything like that at the least. Yeah, that's like a one silver lining, is that like, at least they're not just like outright stealing from other people. They're just, I guess, stealing from themselves. But But I know definitely why people would not like that. Because it's still kind of building on the whole issue that, like, of what AI is. But anyway, it's understandable. I kind of feel like uninstall Pokemon Unite since it really wants you to spend on skins and they got right of points to help get new Pokemon and stuff. Yeah. I've been trying to limit on, like, what I spend money on because at the end of every year, I do a little bit of, like, a reflection on the year. I look back on everything that I've done for the past couple. Okay, so what I do is, like, at the end of every week, I have like my own private Discord server where I just put like all the good things or all the notable things that have happened to me that week, and then I do this for a whole month. And then when it comes time to do my yearly review, my yearly reflection, I look back on everything that I posted throughout the year, on all the like good memories, all the things that I've done, etc., etc. But I also keep track of my finances. And even though you could technically, like for example, I use Bank of Bear America, it will give you like a good amount of information for you. Like it can summarize certain things, but I just like manually doing it. Like I have a manual spreadsheet. I still use Excel, or not Excel. I use like Google Sheets, and I still use formulas, so it's not completely manual, but that's as manual as I can get. That's as manual as I can get. But I keep track of things like manually, therefore I know exactly what I'm spending on, how much I'm spending on, and then at the end of the year I like look at the categories that I spend a lot on. I did spend a good amount of money on the cardboard crack this past on 2025. I did buy quite a bit in terms of Digimon cards, but it was actually not as much as let's see, VTuber stuff like subscriptions, Menshi, super chats, gifted memberships. I spent quite a bit. Actually, let me take a Mike's hard look at my finances for 2025. I'm not gonna share my screen because that is private. What did I spend the most on? I spent the most on bills. That's not too surprising. But after that is luxury and food. Now, what do I consider luxury? Like video games. Ain't no way I haven't seen you in months. Aw, I think it has been months, because I think I had to stop when work started getting really intense. Like around like November-ish, I want to say. I do want to come back. It's just a matter of when. Because I do have plans this coming Saturday. I have plans Saturday night, and I have a stream in the afternoon. What if I cut short the stream? But anyway, what did I spend a lot of money on? Bills actually was like the biggest thing that I like spent money on. I feel like I spend more money eating out, which that means I was like saving a lot of money when I had my gallbladder surgery, because I have not eaten out in like forever. Video games I didn't spend that much money on. I feel like it's mostly like my biggest purchases are like traveling. Let's see. Traveling. Yeah, it's a lot of travel stuff. Okay, yeah, now I'm looking throughout the year and it's like, yeah, there are months where my most expensive expenses were Digimon TCG. And then I'm looking at like Anime Expo, travel stuff. Yeah, I'm looking at the whaling I did with Uma Musume and FGO, and it was pretty hefty. It's not in the quadruple digits, you don't have to worry about that, but like it was a lot. So I realized that I had a problem and I stopped. So praise me for that, you know? Praise me for that. But with that said, let's do our dailies, shall we? Let's do our dailies and then we'll get into some art. So let's do some time guesser first. I've been wanting to get better at time guesser. I want to study up on fashion. Who is this? Opening day? I don't know anything about baseball other than the Doyers. Any digits on a mobile game is crazy. Yeah. Think about finances. I don't know if I should go to Offkai since I have no plans once I'm there. Well, the convention itself is fun. Meeting up with people is fun. I'm a panel girly. Like, I go to panels because a lot of them are very educational, and I learned a lot. Or even if it's not about learning a lot, it's just getting a new perspective on how other people see streaming. You know, I found that very helpful. Other people go to concerts and meet and greets. Sometimes there's meet and greets. I didn't do any concerts or meet and greets last Offkai, but I know that Saku did some, I think. But it's also just an opportunity to just hang out with people. There is also like a tabletop section, and there is a it's like a card game and tabletop section, and then there are parties in the evening. I just don't know if this year if me and Beans are gonna go to the parties. But yeah, so this is a baseball game, but I don't know which baseball game because the only thing I know about baseball is the Doyers. The Guardians, is this a team? The Guardians? Oh, wait, let's see, Progressive Field, The Guardians, National Anthem. 15 Bank, AT&T. Is this mayhaps... Oh, wait, brewed in Ohio? Proudly brewed in Ohio? Should we try Ohio? And this looks quite contemporary. This looks like it could be 2020s. Mayhaps Columbus? Let's do this year. Let's see. Dropping $3,000 is rough. It is, it is. I was 1 year off. This is... Oh, Cleveland! Duh, why did I choose not, like, you know, the most populous city? But it's okay. We got close enough. We got the same state. Ooh, what's this? I'm seeing some of those O's that look very Nordic. But this also looks like a mosque. Is more like kind of a... It reminds me of like the Taj Mahal, which isn't necessarily Islamic, right? That's Indian. Margarine. And then the clothing too. The clothing. Oh yeah, I think I was mentioning before that I do want to make a concentrated effort of getting better at Time Guesser. And I feel like part of that is knowing clothing, a little smidge of architecture, and cars. Like, I feel like if you know what cars look like for each decade, I feel like that helps a lot with Time Guesser. The O here makes me think that it's like Nordic, right? Like Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark. Butter store. The butter store. I'm at butter. I'm at the butter store. We do get one Google search, but once again, I'm gonna hide it because of the whole, like, you never know if you type something in and it's like, oh, there's actually a margarine store right next to you here in your government address. So let's take a look, see. Bogelund Jensen? Bogelund Jensen? A timeless fashion label born out of Copenhagen. Alright, Copenhagen? That's, maintain OPSEC, yeah. Well, you never know, because, like, you know, if I type McDonald's, it's gonna show me the nearest McDonald's and it's gonna freaking dox me. But sometimes it'll be something unexpected. Like, you'll write, I don't know, like, orange. Like, you're just looking at pictures of, like, oranges and tangerines, and it's like, oh, there's a store called Orange right next to you. You know? So, Copenhagen. Let's put this here. The next question, though, is time period. This seems very old-timey. Like, look, they even have the... Is that like one of those bicycles? No, it's just the basic wire bicycle. But this type of suit, I don't know, reminds me of like 1910s, 1920s. I want to say even 1910s. Or maybe earlier, like 1906 or 7. Let's make a guess. 32 years old. It was right before the war. It was during the war. We got the location right, though. We got the location right. Imagine having location turned on in Google. I turned it off. That's the thing. Like, I've looked up how to turn off every single thing when it comes to, like, making sure I don't get doxxed. but it still does it. And I've seen like other people on Reddit being like, how do you turn this off? Because it's like actively doxing me, you know? So that's why I just do the thing where I just hide the screen. All right, what's this? Ships reparatis stalen masten lad bommen will hus instaltis. It sounds like a Germanic language. I just don't know if it's like Netherlands or like Nordic. But we did just have a Nordic country. Would they dare do a 2 in a row? Stalen masten? I feel like this feels Dutch, right? Doesn't it feel Dutch? But even Dutch could be like, oh, is this Belgium? Is it Netherlands? God forbid it's Luxembourg. Let's say Amsterdam. What does this clothing look like? I feel like it could be the 40s or 50s, right? I think fashion history is like really good to know to help with Time Guesser. Let's try the 30s. 20 years off. We're so bad. We're so bad at the time part. We need to learn more. All right, that's Arabic. Isn't that the Ayatollah? Right? I barely even know what that is, but I just know that The Simpsons has referenced it. Like Homer had a shirt that said Asahola Ayatollah, and that was like, you know, that was a joke back in like season 5 of The Simpsons. Right? Let me do my Google search. Was it like Asahola Ayatollah? So the Ayatollah was like an Iranian thing, right? And that was like that was a joke in like the 90s, but that I feel like that means that it would have had to have been a thing in public consciousness for the past, like, for the previous couple of years, like maybe even the decade before. It's kind of different from the leader of Iran. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because, well, Iranian history became more of like a thing. Well, it is a thing nowadays. But also like during the quote unquote war on terror, right? But even earlier than that, like people knew about like the Ayatollah. Let's put it for the 80s. Late 80s. 10 years off. Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini waving at supporters in Tehran. So we at least got the city right. The year, we could have done better. We could have done better. But all right, 5 out of 5. We got some car stuff here. See, this is what I'm talking about. If we do have the Italian flag, it also says Biella, Italy. Let's just do Rome. But time period wise, the film makes this look like it's like the 90s. Clothing also kind of reminds me of the 90s. Or maybe even 2000s, but I don't know. This feels kind of too... Maybe late 90s? Like, here? Is history a thing nowadays? Is it not a thing then-a-days? I love that. If you get the year wrong on this one, I'm leaving? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, is it this? Is it this? That has to be it, right? Italy 2001? Make a guess. Spot on! Oh, that was not Italy. It's Team Italy. It doesn't take place in Italy. Oh no. It's in Senegal. I see. Naruhodo. Alright, it wasn't too bad. We got in the 30,000s. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Let's put our score in daily games in the Discord. Okie dokie. And then we have our other daily. The food guessing daily. Oh, tempeh. Tempeh, burger bun, soy sauce, garlic, onion, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, mayonnaise. Tempeh it's popular in Southeast Asia, right? I know that it's also used nowadays as like a good vegan alternative. I used to go to this place. It doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. But occasionally Beans and I would go to this one vegan place in like a college town, and they had like tempeh burgers. And I'm actually not one for like nutty texture. I do like nutty the Nutty Professor. No. But I do like hazelnut like flavors and sweet things, but I'm actually not like, I don't know, I'm kind of ambivalent. Wait, am I using that word properly? When it comes to nuts, like peanuts, um, if it's like those spicy peanuts, you know, the one with like the little flame guy that you also see on like the hot Cheetos, that I'm okay with, but I also wouldn't go out of my way for it. And if I can like, you know, nix the nuts on anything, I usually will, you know? So with that being said, tempeh, I'm kind of whatever on, but I've also had pretty good tempeh burgers. But I feel like this feels very like westernized, but because it has tempeh, a part of me is like, should we start first with Southeast Asia? And then if it's not Southeast Asia, go with like, I don't know, America or Canada or something. Let's check it out. So let's do Malaysia. Borders Malaysia. Okay. Google Maps. Let's see. We have Malaysia. And it borders Malaysia. Singapore? Wait, where does it... In which direction? To the southeast. So I feel like this might be Singapore. It's a tempeh burger. Okay, we actually went further away. It borders to the southeast of Malaysia? And it's not Singapore? It could be Indonesia. Let's do Indonesia. It is. It is. It is, in fact, a tempeh burger from Indonesia. Alright. Ooh! Isn't this just tater tots? Oh no, what is this? Cheese curds. Flour, salt, pepper, baking powder, eggs, milk, beer. Garlic powder, onion powder, breadcrumbs, and oil for frying. Small pieces of fried cheese, usually mild and moist. I feel like, isn't this like a Canadian thing? I feel like I've heard of this before with the cheese curds. Oh, it's us. It's United States. It's Bear America. Fried cheese curds. I've actually never had this before. Oh, it's from the Midwest. But I am a sucker for cheese. I do like me some cheese. Especially 64 slices of American cheese. Big fan. Big fan. Wait, oh, this looks like candy. Let's see. Sugar, almonds, glucose syrup, gelatin, starch, natural flavorings, and food coloring. Traditional delicacy featuring sugar-coated almonds. Almonds? Where do they have 64? Yes. 64 slices of American cheese. If you eat them all in one night, you will go blind. Don't ask me, ask Homer Simpson. Almonds. This also feels kind of like Western European or like North American. Let's try the UK. Ice cold, but to the northeast. To the northeast, so Nordic? Nordic or Russian? Sweden? Warm, confetti di sulmona. Wait, that sounds like Italian. It sounds... Right? Doesn't that kind of sound like it would be Italian? So it's warm, and we should go to the southwest. We said UK. They said to the north. Wait, they said ice cold. Oh no, United States. I put United States, not United Kingdom. I see. Sweden. It's warm. Warm, warm, warm. Maybe it is UK. United Kingdom? Warm? To the southeast? It's Italy then, right? Because... Oh, okay. I should have gone off the name. Yeah, it's Italian. It's Italian. Share results. We're a super foodie. We lost the title of gastronomical genius. But it's okay. Tomorrow is another day. It's okay. We'll do better next time. But alright. Let's see. What's up next? Okay, so I've held on. I've held off on this long enough, I feel. We're gonna draw some Mega Digimon. Because last we left off, we were supposed to do this like weeks ago. But we didn't because I got all into making like a Record of Ragnarok roster with you guys. That was a lot of fun. But for a refresher, we've been studying up on how to draw Digimon at every level. We got our fresh babies. We have our in-training babies. I don't think bottom text. We have our rookies, where they get more complex. I guess I should also note on what I've noticed so far with each stage. With fresh stage, it's very basic. It's very like everyone is a head or they have 2 limbs, you know? Except for Kuramon over here. And then with in training, they start to grow some limbs. They might even have a small body, right? And then they are more capable of defending themselves. And then Rookie is kind of almost like what one might call like the default stage a lot of the time. Not always, but you know, in like classic Digimon Adventure 1999, all the like default levels were like Rookie. And then they would go up a level, but then they would go back down, right? So here is like where you just see your little guys, you know, based off whatever concept you want, like dinosaurs, viruses, what have you. And in the Japanese version, this stage is called Child, so they often like have the same proportions as like say a child would, big ol' heads and eyes and stuff, smaller body. And then Champion, but also known in the Japanese version as Adult, this is almost like the next step up. This is like if you have say a tadpole as a rookie, it would become a frog in the Champion stage, as with like Otamamon and Gekkomon, right? Not to be confused with Gekkomon. Not to be confused with Gekkomon. Not to be confused with Gekkomon. But yeah, so you have Child and Adult or Rookie Champion. And then we have the next level, which is Ultimate. Ultimate is almost like, you know, the next step up, but sometimes it's like adding a new attribute to the adult version. So for example, a new attribute to Greymon would be metallic stuff, so Metal Greymon. This is also where you start to see some like divine or mythical figures, as in with the case with Arukenimon or Arachnimon, right? That's based off of like mythology. Let's see what else. You still get some derpy guys like Big Mamemon, right? But what I'm noticing with what I'm noticing with Mega Digimon, which we are going to take a look-see at, like, you know, some examples of Mega Digimon, is that this is meant to be, like, the last level until you get to Omegamon and Mega Plus Digimon. But this is where you see a lot more, like, Digimon that are based off of divinity, mythology. This is usually where you see some, like, legendary groups, too, like the Knights of the Round Table. The Royal Knights. The Royal Knights. I got FGO on the brain right now. The Royal Knights, the 7 Demon Lords, the Devas, the 4 Beasts, the Olympus 12. I actually wonder what do we have a name yet for like the groups of Digimon in Shambhala? Is it Shambhala? Oh no, I'm starting to forget my Digimon information. Who am I? What happened? Is it the Caramon that's eating my frames? Is it eating my mind too? But yeah, so we're now gonna go to the Mega level. This is supposed to be like the last level. This is like the highest level you can reach, with some exceptions. Aren't those Megas? These are Megas. Well. Yeah, these are Megas, right? What is it in Japanese again? Because it goes Fresh 1, Fresh 2. No. Baby 1, Baby 2, Child, Adult. What is it in Japanese again? Perfect! It's perfect. And then the Mega in the Japanese version is Ultimate, which is confusing because that's Ultimate level. In English? You know what I mean. Now, you know what? I'm gonna illustrate it, just so we're clear. So in the dub, the levels are so fresh, in training, rookie. Oh, why did I do that? Rookie, champion, ultimate, and then mega. And there kind of is another level above mega that's just called mega plus, but there's only, I feel like there's only like what, 5 Digimon that have that. And then in the Japanese version, the terms are as so. You have baby 1, baby 2, child, adult, perfect, and then the last level is called ultimate, which is, you know, that's like a source of confusion. And then I don't know what the Japanese term for mega plus is, so I'm just gonna put this. But yeah, these like correspond to each other. So baby 1 is fresh, baby 2 is in training, etc, etc, etc. Dente Hachibushu. Oh, is the heavenly Hachi means 8, the 8 heavenly something something? Because Tente means like heavenly, right? I think that is that the group for Shambhala. But yeah, so if we're gonna put some notes here, so Mega Digimon, you see like Digimon based off divinity or mythology. You get like groups such as 7 Demon Lords, Royal Knights, Olympus 12. I've seen people shorten it like that, OXII. And then let's see what else that we're seeing. I think another, okay, last thing is humanoid. A lot of them are humanoid. Not all of them, because you also have the 4 beasts. Oh, you know what? I'm also going to put the Devas in here. But not all. But a lot of them are humanoid. That's the Shambhalan 8! I love that. I love that name! The Shambhalan 8. They're ballin'. But not always. So let's take a look at some examples right now, just so that you guys can see what I mean. Let's look at some Mega Digimon. We have Alphamon. We do have Omegamon as well, but in the dub, he's Omnimon. But I do like Alphamon. I'm a little biased because when I was still very much like playing the TCG, like even on my off time, I actually haven't played in a bit. I should fix that. I like playing Alphamon, but that was also because of Cyber Sleuth. Cyber Sleuth just made me like Alphamon a whole lot. So I do want to see if I can take a stab at drawing Alphamon. Who else do we got here? Oh, and Alphamon with his sword or Yukin mode. And here's a good example of Alphamon whitewashed mode. Here's a good example of a Digimon that isn't humanoid. This is Ancient Beetlemon. Oh, you know what? That's another group, is the Ancient Digimon. It's one of the, Ancient Warriors? You have the Ancient Warriors. So, you have the Ancient Warriors. They include, Ancient Garurumon. Actually, we could let's take a look at the Ancient Warriors. Because this is a group that, like, had a big part in Digimon Frontier, which was the 4th season. So you have Ancient Greymon, who looks pretty sick. Ancient Garurumon, Ancient Beetlemon. That's actually, the more I look at his design, the more sick it is. Because you have, like, it's almost like a centaur type, but with insects. Where you have your lower body. It's kind of like the spider isekai anime, right? Where she has the lower body that's all spider, but she also has her upper body that's human. Kind of reminds me of that. You have Ancient Kazemon, Ancient Megatheriumon, which is such a cool concept. The ancient warriors that fused to become Susanoo-mon that has nothing to do with Shambhala except he made it, maybe. Exactly. I do know that Susanoo-mon is he part of the Hachibushu? Tente Hachibushu? You know what? That's... Even just that is like worth looking up, right? Let me hide. Tente Hachibushu Digimon. Ah, here we go. Tente Hachibushu, literally the 8 legions of Shangdi. What is Shangdi? The highest deity or lord above. Oh, interesting. So it includes Shakamon, Amaterasumon, Kaguyamon, Ryugumon, Takutomon, Erlangmon, Nejamon, and Enmamon. Oh, that's spoilers. That's spoiler territory. Wait, yeah, he didn't make it in. Yeah, there is. I'm not seeing a Susanoo-mon. I thought he is part of a group though, isn't he? Isn't he part of a group? I could have sworn. This is sick though. Yanshi Continent. Erlang Takutomon, Nejamon. 3 members of the Tente Hachibushu. Jakezan is a vast and mountainous area. I am pretty excited for all of this, like, world building. The Dragon Palace. I'm surprised I'm not seeing Susanoo-mon. I thought for sure that he'd be here somewhere. But oh well. Isn't he in time stream? Oh, you know what? We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Having just skimmed the same wiki, I think he made the Shambhala server. I don't want to spoil too much with Time Stranger, but Shambhala is there are things. I'll say that. Ancient Greymon was my favorite for so long. I love the design of Ancient Greymon. Where is he? Promise tomorrow. Because I like how it's like beastly, right? It's because isn't it a combination of the... I'm forgetting my Digimon Frontier because I remember there's human spirits, there's beast spirits, and then there's like combination spirits like Aldemon. But this one looks more on like the beast side, right? Over and our time on Earth was through. Ooh. Ancient Mermaidmon. Ancient Sphinxmon also is like a sick design, right? Okay, I like Ancient Troyamon as a concept and design-wise. I just don't like how this art in particular makes it look like he has one leg. Because what's happening is that he's rearing up with like one leg up, but if you like at first glance, it looks like he just has one front leg and like 2 back legs. Or even like the back leg, right? It's not really that visible. Like, I want to see another piece of artwork of Ancient Troyamon. Big dog. Big dog. I love Ancient Megatheriumon. Wherever you go. Ancient Volcamon. Ancient Wisemon, who just looks like a character out of, like, Final Fantasy, right? I like Anubismon, too. I tried to learn, like... I wanted to learn, like, a general purple deck that had Anubismon because I loved Anubismon. And what was this? I forgot what someone told me. It was like, oh, you should learn dogs, right? You like dags? I do like Anubismon. Maybe we'll put that on as a choice. Apocalypse, the final villain of Digimon Adventure 1999. Must be the coloring. Yeah, the coloring kind of like blends in too well with itself for Ancient Troyamon. Apollomon, we're getting into the Olympus 12. And the cool thing about Olympus 12 is I think all of them are very humanoid, right? The pizza crust! Good evening, George! Why does everyone get to have the pizza and I only get to have the crust? God, the Digimon dub is such a treasure. Argomon, Arcademon. Ooh, Arcademon Super Ultimate. Is that the title for Mega Plus in Japanese? Super Ultimate? Is Anubismon one of the ancient doodads? If there's like an ancient group of Digimon, like all based off mythology. Oh my gosh, that's another thing another reason why I want to learn how to draw a Digimon of every level is I want to make my own Digimon. I want to make my OC's Donut Steel. It's Babinka Bear's original character Donut Steel, but specifically I want to make an Egyptian version of the Olympus 12, but it's the Aeneid. It's the 8 gods of Egyptian mythology. If we're gonna get specific, they're the 8 major gods of the Heliopolis Egyptian religion. That's him, my boy. Who is it? Arcademon? Which one? Tell me, show me your boy. The Armagussy. All right, let's go back to the Armagussy. But yeah, if there's I want like an ancient group of like Egyptian themed ones. Like I want to make Osirismon and like Horusmon. No, there's already a Horusmon, isn't there? There's a Sethmon and a Horusmon, and they're both armored Digivolutions. Oh, Horusmon is Halcymon. I forget that it was translated as Halcymon, right? Okay, my idea, Donut Steel. Donut Steel? Down? Which one? This one? Or this one? Or this one? Arcademon? Hello, Baxter Cook. Hello. We're talking about Mega Digimon today because I want to eventually make my own, like, Digimon. Because I didn't have an OC phase growing up. I want to have an OC phase. Okay, this is completely separate, but here's my idea. It's like an Egyptian version of the Olympus 12, but it's based on the Heliopolis Aeneid, which is like a group of like the 8 supreme deities. You're so close, it was on the screen. This one? You gotta tell me which Arcademon. You gotta tell me the name. You gotta tell me the name. But it would have Osiris. Now, you know what? We gotta start from the top. It's Atum. Shu. Tefnut. Nut. Geb. Osiris. Seth. Isis. And Nephthys. Actually, that's more than... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think Atum isn't a part of it, actually. And then Horus, I think, is the last one. The only problem is that there's already a Sethmon and a Horusmon, translated as Halcymon. Down exactly one more. Oh! The Armagussy. I understand. Nyaruhodo. Yes. I have gotten my butt beat by Armageddonmon many a time. The picture's so tiny. Why is the picture so tiny? So the way that I would get around the whole thing of like there already being a Sethmon and a Halcymon is these are all Greek versions of their names. They actually do have like names that are closer to like the Egyptian pronunciation. So Osiris would be Wasir. Horus would be Heru. I think Isis is Iset. I just don't remember the one for Seth. But that's one way to get around it. But anyway. Enough about my OCs that don't exist yet. We got Armageddonmon. So not only, like I said, a lot of Mega Digimon are based off of like divinity, but Not just like holy divinity, but also like, you know, things like the devil, Armageddon, the end of the world. Azulongmon, this is one of the sovereigns. There we go. And the 4 great dragons. We have an ad break already. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. Oh no, auto mod. Oh my gosh, I hate that it blocks the name of a goddess. I know why. We know why. Isis and Iset are interchangeable. Yeah, one of them is more so based off the, I think, Egyptian pronunciation than the Greek. But yes. Yes, yes. We do have an ad break coming up, and we can use the cup corner. Automod mad at me for talking about Egyptian deities. It's true, it's true. We're gonna use our new cup corner, you guys. I'm just so proud of it. I'm just so proud of this artwork. Also, have you noticed? No dropped frames. Or at least, I'm not noticing any. But alright, we'll go to ad break. Oh, and you know what? Let's put the BRB here. All about that Bastet. Exactly. Alright, I'll see you guys in about 3 minutes, and then we'll get some drawing some Mega Digimon. Sorry, give me a second. I'm still chewing some kimbap. Okay, we're back. We're so back. I was eating some kimbap earlier. I didn't finish it. So now I'm finishing it. Yeah, we're back. I remember back when the Smite game had to change the name of the Egyptian goddess of magic to Iset. Yeah, I think that's why the name is becoming more popularized now, because it's like, you can't say the old name anymore. You can't. Also, yeah, I am playing a little bit of Marina and the Diamonds. Or I guess now she goes as just Marina, right? This was my, like, college, like... I listened to her a lot in college. Her and a little bit of Lana Del Rey, but I don't really listen to a lot of Lana Del Rey nowadays. Kimbap sounds so good right now. Yeah, it's like a Trader Joe's microwavable kimbap, but still good. Still pretty good. But alright, yeah, so we have more Mega Digimon. We have a whole dragon. I do like... I feel like if we're gonna draw some Mega Digimon, we should draw a humanoid one and a non-humanoid one. And then I want to see if I could just do 2 for today. Unless I give myself, like, a hard, like, you know, like, you have 5 minutes to draw this, you know? And then we have, like, the little guys, like Babamon and Jijimon, where Baba just means grandma in Japanese. Or I guess here it says old woman. Jiji is, like, grandpa or, like, old man. So they're just little guys. They're just little dudes. Or little gals. That's pretty cool. Here's another one of the Sovereigns by Human. I did want to. I remember, like, I was considering doing, like, edited content all about, like, the origins of, like, Digimon that come from, like, mythology and culture. But I feel like that's already, like, a niche that's been tapped. Or at least on Twitter. I see a lot of Twitter... you know, accounts that go over that kind of stuff. And then I do see a couple folks on YouTube that also go over that. I have seen a couple that were more so like, you know, like with doing the AI generated voice and stuff, or they're just kind of like restating what's already on the wiki, you know. And I kind of want to like see if I could do like a deeper dive on some of those things. So like I would want to talk about the Sovereigns and how they're based off of these like beasts of like the cardinal directions from like Chinese and then eventually like East Asian culture, right? But also like I would need to have the discipline to like research, like dedicate some like good deep research on it, right? But I don't. It's a thought. It's a thought. Who's still on Twitter? That's a good question. It's a good question. Bancho Leomon. I love the Bancho Digimon so much. Bancho Leomon Burst Mode. Barbamon, one of the 7 Demon Lords. You say that I'm kinda difficult. It's hard for me to think of Beelzemon as part of the Demon Lords, only because our first exposure to him, for a lot of people, especially if you're like a millennial, is like the Digimon Tamers anime, where he eventually like redeems himself. Spoiler alert for like a 20-year-old anime. But yeah, he's like evil, but he redeems himself. So it's hard. Like all of the other Demon Lords, I'm always just like, they're supposed to be like evil, you know, they're supposed to be pure evil. But I always think of Beelzemon as like, oh, but he's one of the good ones, you know. He gets the cool wings and he gets the green eyes, you know. But I don't know. That's just my bias. That's just my bias. Because otherwise, yeah, he fits as like one of the 7 Demon Lords. He has the name for gosh sakes. And Belphemon too. Even though Belphemon's like super derpy looking, as in his sleep mode. See, look at this little guy. Look at him. You telling me that that's a Demon Lord? He's just a little guy. Give him a little pet. Big Ukomon. Oh my god, this freaking movie. Disturbing, anyway. Black Mega Gargomon, Black War Greymon. These are also pretty cool. The like Black the dark versions of the heroic Digimon. Boltmon. This one isn't like necessarily based on divinity or mythology, but I feel like wouldn't this be a reference to like literature, like Frankenstein's monster, right? Alright, I guess it says here Cyborg Digimon, right? Breakdramon. Oh, we don't have images for all of them. I know how Breakdramon looks. Solitile, hello. Hello, thank you for the raid. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. My name's Babinka Bear. I'm your local Sun Bear art history teacher and educational streamer. How you guys doing? Welcome and thank you for the raid. How are you guys doing? What were you guys doing? Hi, hello. Triangles raid. Demon Lord here, Triangles raid. Hello. 199 more messages to go. Doodle request. Yo, nice. Triangles raid. Hello, everyone. Hello. How you guys doing? We are talking about Digimon right now. We're talking about Digimon. I'm trying to learn how to draw like mega level Digimon. We're finally at the mega level. We've been drawing every other level of Digimon. So if you're interested in that, feel free to stick around. Or if you just want to stay in for the classroom vibes, feel free to stick around. If any of y'all, including Solitile, have to raid and run, no worries at all. I completely get it. Go ahead and get some rest, get some snackies, take a nap, and whatnot. But otherwise, thank you for trusting me with your fan base, with your folks. We're gonna be doing some art today. But I've also been showing off some new scenes too. I've been making some new scenes for when it's time for breaks and stuff. We're still like 50 minutes away from like an ad break, but if you guys want to see, I just want to show these off because I just made them. But I have a new just chatting scene. Look, it's the Cub Corner. Let me catch up on chat while you guys appreciate this brand new Cub Corner of mine. But Bear, hello. Texas Sunburn, hello. Something boy. Oh wait, yeah, you were already here, Something Buddy. We were just chatting. You were helping me out earlier. Viscan, hello. Solitile, hello. Sun Tallulah, hello. Texas Sunburn, Solitile, Doodle Request. Numenon, 1, hello. Digimonday, it is in fact Digimonday. And Texas Sunburn, thank you for joining the class. Sick transition to thanks. It was made by George Chungus. He's in the chat right now. Praise him with attention. He loves it. So cute. Thank you. Hello again. I was just reading all the names. I was like, wait, Something Buddy was here. You can't prove I'm here. I can't. It's true. And Matthew, thank you for shouting out George. Praise, I'm here. He's here, everyone. He's here. Do you guys want to see another scene, but also that same transition? Are you guys ready for it? Are you guys ready for some recess? It's time for recess. There we go. This is also brand new. This is also like a good view of the school. This is the school. Their whole school is but a singular bungalow. Watashi ga kita. Because the cutest bear. How can you say that when Bear is right there? The cutest bear is you. Pointing emoji. That's so awesome. Thank you. A bungalow. Yeah. This is our whole classroom. It's Babinka Bear's Community College Cub Daycare and all-day parking. With free parking. Right? I even have like a little basketball hoop set up for you guys. Isn't that neat? But yeah, how you guys doing? Yeah, I just wanted to show those off because I just premiered them today. I finished the recess one like an hour before I streamed. So, an all-in-one school from kinder to college. It's true. I mean, aren't we all just looking for parking? It is an all-in-one school, all in a single bungalow too. What you see here is what you get. Don't mind the trees that are growing in the classroom. That's just ambiance. It's just ambiance. Why was parking in quotation marks? You know. That's what makes the parking extra tasty. It's free. It is free. The free isn't in quotation marks. It's the parking that's in quotation marks. Oh yeah, also the classroom transforms. That's what makes it all in one too, because we're now very cubist. We're now so geometrical right now. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back into it. We're drawing some Digimon. We're trying to figure out like all of the different levels. Well, here are the different levels. If you're not familiar with Digimon, Digimon can go through a variety of levels, from fresh little babies to mega Digimon. And what we're seeing from the mega Digimon, which is like the last stage, is that it's mostly like Digimon that are based off of divinity. Or let me put away the layers. Divinity, or like groups. There's like the 7 Demon Lords and the Olympus 12 and the Sovereigns and all of these different groups. And some of them are humanoid, but not all of them. Gojikins, hello, you got your sticker. No, not the triangles. I mean, we are very geometric. We are. Oh yeah, get your stickers. Yeah, that's right. For those that just came in, we do have a 1-point redeem. It's our little check-in system, but you get a nice little sticker on the screen. And all the stickers are based off of Filipino treats. And there you go. You got cassava cake. Ooh, I do like cassava cake. I mean, I did draw these. Cassava cake! But yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. We're looking at, like, Mega Digimon and looking at their designs and seeing what we can kind of glean from that. You got Halo. So yeah, we've gotten to the end of the first page, and then we're looking at the next page. Yummy Halo, right? It's yummy. Callusmon is also really cool. It's a bear, look. Spitting image. We're both purple bears. Look at that. Oh no, the pipes. It's okay. Don't panic. You guys are soluble, so it's okay. What a carbon copy. Exactly. Me and Callusmon, same bear. I'm panicking. No, it's okay. It's okay. At the disco. I do like Panic at the Disco. But I feel like I haven't listened to a lot of their newer stuff. I actually haven't seen this Digimon a lot. Canadramon? But it doesn't look new. This looks like it's even from Digimon World 3. But look at that design. Isn't that sick? It is adhering to like the usual Digimon design philosophy of put a gun on it, you know? Put machinery and gun. That's how you know it's Digimon. Soluble in a solution? Yes. So do not panic. It's okay. Oh, there's Gallonmon, but there's also Chaos Gallonmon. I'm very familiar with Chaos Gallonmon. Chaos Metal Seadramon. These Chaos Digimon I'm less familiar with, but I do know that they count as like alternate versions of current Mega Digimon. We have never been more soluble. It's true. It's true. Solitaire, you're melting. It's okay. It's sweet release. We're drowning. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, you know what? I think all of these are Digimon World. Yeah, Digimon World 2. Yeah, George actually summed it up very well. Round ball, cute crater, armored dinosaur, thirst trap, dinosaur again. That is the usual philosophy, the design philosophy of Digimon. Correct. Chaosdramon is at the very beginning of Time Stranger. For some reason. I know the reason, but, you know. Chaosmon is also an interesting one. Cherubimon, this is one of the angel Digimon. There's 3 angel Digimon. This is also another one that isn't like quite human. It has like, you know, arms, legs, head, what have you, but it isn't quite as humanoid as other Mega Digimon. At what point does Gun enter the line? Yes. I mean, we do have, I'm trying to think, there's fresh Digimon that are that's like a bomb. I don't know. Do we have one that's just a gun? I know that there's one that's straight up like a bomb, right? From round ball we arrive, and to round ball we return. Exactly. That's also a Pokemon philosophy too. Chronomon Destroyer. Oh, I recognize this guy. Chronomon Holy Mode. Chicken. Not just 3 angels. The 3 great angels. That's true. That's true. Because you have Seraphimon, you have Ophanimon. Clavis Angemon. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember why this one was so lulzy. In Time Stranger. Oh, I think it's because his like special move. Everyone has such dramatic, you know, names for their moves, right? Like Lightning Spear, Storm of Judgment, Terminal Judgment, Thousand Spears, Lightning Blast, and then I think Clavis Angemon's like move is just Key. Key. Oh no, it's the Key. Here we go. The Key. Yeah, that's one of his attacks. His other attack is pretty cool, Zenith Gate. But he just like the fact that one of his attacks is just called the Key. POV, it's Sora from Kingdom Hearts coming at you. Yesterday my bro asked my favorite Digimon and I panicked and said Kabuterimon. That was pretty solid. My partner also likes Kabuterimon. That was a pretty solid one. I just know that like since not everyone will be a fan of Bugs, it'll be like, oh, this was not as cutesy because he doesn't have the cute Digimon eyes. He has this like gaping maw of like sharp teeth. But if you watch like Digimon Adventure 1999, he's adorable. He's so derpy, you know? Craniumon, this is one of the Royal Knights. Crusadermon, also known as Rodo Knightmon, even though I feel like that should be Lord Knight, right? Oh, it says here Lord Knight and Rodo Knight. The one who, like, in the Japanese version of Digimon Frontier is just an effeminate slash potentially gay man? Or, there's no gender in Digimon, but the way they present is, like, that of an effeminate mask person. And then in the dub, they just changed it to, like, a femme-presenting person. Because God forbid the Digimon be gay. Did Beans change his favorite from Gargamon after I hit him with the Gargamon D's nuts? I don't know if he did. I don't know if he did. Daemon, Fighter of the Nightmon, Champion of the Sun. You're a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Where's Pikachumon? I got Pikachumon for you. There you go. There you go. Nice. Wow. Daemon. Wow. Fighter of the Nightmon. Wow. Champion of the Sun. Oh crap, you're right. Darktramon is another one that I'm not super familiar with. What are they from? Digimon World DS? Did I ever play that one? I do like this design a lot. Because it just looks... oh yeah, it is from Digitamamon. That's such a sick design. He is egg. We all return... It's like... what was it Gojikins who said it? Like, we start off as round creature and we end up as round creature. I know that one, even though I don't know anything about Digimon. It's true, right? Is that one? Not showing the Appmon that's a Pikachu ripoff with an Ash Ketchum ripoff tamer. Wait, which one is that? I haven't watched... I usually only watch Appmon when I'm working out, and I haven't worked out in like a month because of my surgery. So, so I don't think I'm at that point yet. I love that egg emote, Baxter. We may never know that was like 1,000 years ago. It's true. Dex Dorugomon is a freaking edgelord of a Digimon, and I love it. I love it. This is like not that one, but maybe also that one. Like, this is what I would have wanted to draw as like a 5th grader. And I would have named it something like Dex Dorugomon is such a perfect name. But I feel like I would have gone with something like what I thought was edgier, like Evil Death Evil Death Destruction Mon, you know? Original character Donut Steel. Isn't it the main guy? I don't watch Appmon. I don't think, well, no, I think the main guy is, he's the kid with the green hair. I feel like that's not too much of an Ash Ketchum ripoff. And then his one is, Searchmon? Gutchmon. It's Gutchmon. Mr. Stabby Edge. Yes. Yes. XX something underscore something XX. Mon. That's what I would call this guy. That's what I would call this guy. And then you have Dexmon, which is actually short for Death Xmon. It doesn't get any edgier than this, truly, right? Diaboromon is also a pretty solid guy. Wait, actually, I might want to give this one a try, because it's very complex. Diaboromon's also like adorable in his own way. The Japanese of Dextermon? Wait. Death Xmon? It's Dexumon. Death Xmon, and then Death X Dorugoromon. It kind of sounds like Garugamesh. One up this one? Or this one? Devitamamon? Death X Dorugoromon. Diaboromon, my beloved. I actually like wanted to learn more about like Diaboromon's deck, because I don't know, I just thought it's so cool that it follows the movie. Like the way that it plays follows the movie. Sakura-kon ikimasu! Gurugamesh! And gaming! I think for those that know the meme, everyone talks about the Garugamesh one, but for me, it's the "and gaming" that like follows directly afterwards. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the Garugamesh, but it's the way the guy says like "and gaming." It was on the screen, I still misspelled it, but yeah, pretty much what I said. It's amazing. Yeah. Oh, I see. Torajiro Asuka. Yeah. Astra. Yeah, I could show you what he looks like. Torajiro. Oh, what? This Digimon? Oh no, this is Neo Encyclopedia. Okay, how about this? Torajiro Asuka. I don't know if I would call him like an Ash Ketchum ripoff, but his Digimon, his Appmon, Musimon, has the same coloration, but it's still a little bit more anthropomorphic, right? It's still a little bit more humanoid. I think he is cute. The only thing is like he uses his ears also as hands, which can be kind of freaky sometimes. But he has his own charm as well. When's BinkaCon? I will be going to Offkai. The Oron High School cosplayers in the back. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That should we rewatch that? Involuntarily did the Gurugamesh hand gesture. Gurugamesh. Sushi. Yeah. This dude looks like Klonoa combined with Gitaru Man. BinkaCon is whenever Bibinkubs are stealing cars together. It's true. Gojikins, did you see the new recess scene? I've replaced it. Look. Free parking. He has the hat in the same zigzag. Oh, that's true. That's true. And learning! You guys like it? Now we can really steal some, commandeer some cars. Alright, more Mega Digimon. Diaboromon's cool. Dianamon, this is one of the Olympus 12. Dino Rexmon is sick. I just wouldn't have expected it to be a Mega Digimon. This feels more like an Ultimate, right? He's got this, he's really cool though, because I have been saying, like, I want to see more Digimon based off, like, paleo-accurate dinosaurs. It's kind of getting there. Like, look at the size of that nail. That looks like it's a reference towards, like, velociraptors, right? It's beautiful. We're safe from the melting. There's a juice box. Free parking. It is, in fact, free parking. Ancient Beast Digimon. Dino Tigermon. That's a cool name. It's a cool name. So, I think we're also seeing... Let's add to our list here. Either divinity or ancient, like, things. Because we did see a handful of, like, ancient Digimon, but we're also getting things like, you know, prehistoric Digimon as well. Dominimon is one of the angels. Dorugoromon. So you have Dorugoromon and, God, even just saying his name. And Dex Dorugomon, or Dorugoromon. See? It's like Daniel and Cooler Daniel. Actually, this one's also cool. It's like Cool Daniel and Edgy Daniel, right? Duffmon is also Duffman, but it's actually Duffmon. But I think he's also known as Leopardmon in the dub, right? Cool Angel Managermon. We're still moist. It's okay. It's okay. You guys may be soluble, but that's what I call sweet release. Dynasmon is another cool design. Daniel during middle school. Dynasmon X looks sick. What the heck? That's so edgy. Eaglemon is another one that I wouldn't have expected to be Mega Digimon. Ebimon, an alien. Daniel that shops at Hot Topic and Daniel that shops at the Gap. Exactly. Welcome to the Gap. Ibanumon is another one of the sovereigns based off of the four cardinal direction, the beast of the four cardinal directions. So it's called Ibanumon, but also known as Xuanwumon or Shanwumon. Eldoradimon, this one is also based off like a legend of sorts. Is that Frieza? This one? It's Ebimon. It digivolves from another like alien Digimon. So it's almost like that Digimon became like metal in a way. It does look that freaky. I do think like that head shape especially, I feel like the inspiration from Frieza is there. Fanglongmon is, or Huanglongmon is the leader of the sovereigns. He's the golden dragon, I think gold, right? Golden dragon to the center. Because there's, actually here's the sovereign. So Azulongmon is the azure dragon of the north. Baihumon is the white tiger of the west, I want to say. Zhuchaomon is the vermilion phoenix of the south. And Ibanumon or Huanglumon is, or Shanlumon, is the ebony turtle of the east, I think. And then Fanglongmon is the beast of the center. Eaglemon is talking with their hands. Let's go back. He really is. He's like, hey, where's the Gabagool? Did Eldoradomon give gold? Let me see. He's named after the city of gold. He has a city writing on his shell. Any other information beyond that is shrouded in mystery. Fujinmon. I think there's probably a Raijinmon to accompany that. Okay, we have quite a few Digimon already that I was like, oh, I want to draw that. But let's cut some out. Maybe Dorugamon. And then Digitamamon. I don't know about Diaboromon anymore. Okay, we got 2 more pages of Digimon to get through, and then we'll get to drawing. Mysterious, right? A lot of these designs are so cool. I like Gaiomon too because it looks like a Greymon type Digimon. It even says that it's part of the Greymon family. But it's like a samurai. It's like if War Greymon became a samurai. Suicide on the Wasted. Gallantmon is also cool because he premiered first in season 3. Slendermon. I wouldn't be surprised if we get or already have a Slenderman type Digimon. Because that's a good one because it's, you know, that's like its own type of lore. It's a cryptid, right? So Gallantmon is another one of the Royal Knights. But he's also like, he shows up in season 3 of the anime. And it's really cool when he first does so. Diaboromon pregnant or riot? I mean well-fed from the frames earlier. Oh, yeah. Mothmanmon? That's just the Mothman from Shin Megami Tensei. Dang, Gallantmon X also looks sick. What the heck? Gumon. This is another one that like I would not have expected to be a Mega. I thought he'd be like champion? Maybe even like ultimate, but not Mega. Gigaseedramon. This one's sick. I wish that we had better quality like images. But look at him. This is so edgy. Like that's the thing with a lot of Mega Digimon, especially if they have like, is this one X antibody? Yeah, it kind of is. Or it digivolves from an X antibody, but the X antibody Digimon are always so edgy. Goldramon, also known as Godramon, he's one of the great dragons. Grand Dracmon is another one with a really cool design. because he has like this centaur-like design, but like super major evil, you know? And then because he has like these two like monster heads and this like beastly body, but his like main body is very like it's humanoid and it's still very evil because look, he has like the wings and stuff, but I think according to the lore, it's not even necessarily his like attacks, it's his like charisma with a gentlemanly manner. His voice carries a fascination that leads to rumors that he's responsible for enticing many angel Digimon into falling. And I think this is the one that's responsible for like Lucemon, which is based off Lucifer, to like fall. So I think just conceptually, this is such a neat Digimon. The Riz, exactly. His power isn't the fact that he is like a monstrous Digimon, it's that he has the Riz. I would be so mad if I got bit by something's knees. The Digimon's thighs are screaming at us. They're like, hey, listen to me. Listen to the main guy. You could trust him. Right? Let's see. Ground Kawagumon. This one is a giant bug Digimon. This one. A train. Let's put this away. It's a train. You... Have you guys ever played Banjo-Kazooie? And, like, have you ever just appreciated the fact that, like, everything in the Banjo-Kazooie universe is sentient? And you can tell because it has, like, the eyes on it? It's kind of the same with Digimon. Especially when you play, like, Digimon Time Stranger and you realize that even the train is a Digimon. The motorcycle is a Digimon. What isn't a Digimon? Like, the coral is a Digimon. Everything's a Digimon. Especially if you add guns. Tag yourself, I'm the left head. Thighs make more sense. Amtrakmon, right? There's even a blimp Digimon. You could write in the blimp, by the way. Grandis Kawagumon is cool. Griffinmon. Guardiangemon. You've heard of wait, do we have Gundramon here? Because I feel like this is such a good comparison to Gundramon. Except with swords. Like, this guy is so metal. He's an angel. He is an angel, but he is so into swords that not only are his hands and arms swords, and not only does he have a sword on top of his head, but his wings, you guys, his wings are swords. This guy's all swords. He also has a can opener on top of the wing. You're right. Yeah, he does. Look at that. Very, very ergonomic. Very economical. Golfmon's another one. What is it with these, like, evil Mega Digimon that are also, like, centaur type, right? This one's sick. I like that there's even horns on, like, this part of the body, right? He's got quadruple horns. Golfmon. What is Golfmon? A demon beast. Caliph who is portrayed demonically in the Middle Ages. A winged centaur. Heaviliumon. Hercules Kabuterimon is also an interesting one. Hi Andromon. Hi Andromon. Holy Digitamamon. We don't even have like a proper picture for him. We just have pixel art. Imperial Dramon is cool. That's from the second season of the anime. Fighter mode. Paladin mode, which with this design you would think he's part of the Royal Knights. He actually isn't. But I think in the lore it says that he founded the Royal Knights, but he isn't part of the Royal Knights. Right? Hello! And then here's Gigimon. He's just a little guy who happens to be old and also strong. And I like that he fights with a staff that has like a paw on it. The question is whose paw? But I think it's fine. As long as it's not ours, right? Jumbo Gummimon. Jojimon! Oh my gosh. You know what we should listen to right now? You know what we should listen to right now? A little bit of slow dancing in the dark. A little bit of Joji. Jumbo Gummimon. Justimon. For all of my, like, Kamen Rider fans right here, we got a Digimon just for you. That looks suspiciously like a bear paw. Hide your paws. Well, you guys don't have paws. I should hide my paws. Jestimon. Yo, Jumbo, leave some guns for the rest of the class. Hey, yo, Jumbo. King Chessmon is adorable, especially when you compare it to there is a Queen Chessmon, and it doesn't look like this. King Edamon is cool if you know his original evolution, Edamon. Oh, there's not even okay. There's not even a picture of Edamon. That's fine. Kuzuhamon, which is Sakuyamon, but like a palette switch. I have never seen this guy before. Who the heck is this? Lampmon? It's the genie. It's the genie from Aladdin. Ooh, this is actually another one of my favorites. He's one of the 7 demon lords. He's Leviamon. He's got a big mouth. Look at him. I think it's really funny too. Wait, let me see if I could find like a screenshot from Time Stranger. Because you know in Time Stranger you can like ride on Digimon or they follow you. Leviamon's model looks like really funny. This is his model in the game. Oh, I can't make it any bigger than this. But this is his model. He's got 2 tails and just like, he's like 50% mouth. Those are actual demon. Oh yeah, so if you want to know about the demon lords, they are all named after actual like demons. Here we go. You have Lucemon, named after Lucifer, Leviamon, which is Leviathan, Daemon, which is just, you know, like a demon. Belphemon is Belphegor. Barbamon is what's the actual like origin of the name? It's not Barbarossa, is it? What's the actual like etymology? Why am I forgetting this? Barbados. How could I forget Barbados? Barbados Slim. Daemon creative, right? Beelzemon, which is based off Beelzebub, and then you have Lilithmon, who is the Digimon of Lust. Well, I'm actually surprised we haven't seen her. Oh, she's coming up. She's coming up. Yeah, she's right here. It's not just a palette swap. She represents the other side of the yin yang. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that the whole line is kind of like that, right? Because there's I'm trying to remember the Taomon. Is it Domon? Domon is the alternate version of that one. Barbara, the demon that yells at you over the counter. It's true. It's true. Lotusmon is another cool one. Lucemon Larva, not to be confused with Lucemon Shadow Lord. Not to be confused with Lucemon... Oh! We don't even get the rest of the Lucemons here? What? We don't get the rest of the Lucemons? Because there's like a child form, there's an adult form, there's just all the Lucemons. No Lucemon? Unbelievable. We riot. Okay, Machine Dramon, also known as Mugendramon. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. But have you guys seen Lilithmon X? Okay, give me a second here. Also, we're running out of time. I usually call stream by like 9:30. But I haven't even started drawing yet. Lilithmon X. I love her design. She's so pretty. So pretty. Lilith did nothing wrong. I agree. I agree. Not even talking about the Digimon and not even ish posting, but I agree with what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Just because she believes in consent does not make her evil. Anyway, Machine Dramon is really cool. He's all gun. Magnadramon is also really cool. Yeah, I did start late. I did. So I might try to go until like 10 o'clock p.m., but I do have to go to the office tomorrow. It'll be my first day back since the Soijui. So I should go to bed soonish. So I might just draw like 1 or 2 Digimon today. But I do want to show you guys what they all look like. The Megas especially. Like, look at this guy. It's Marine Angemon. He's so cute. Maybe that'll be one of the ones I draw. Marsmon. Oh, deep Medieval Galamon. He's so cool. Medieval Galamon is so cool, but if you play the TCG, it's like the freaking bane of my existence. Like just seeing his card makes me like sweat. It makes me just like this freaking guy. Mega Gargamon, he has missiles that look like him, and that's the cutest thing. Megidramon's also a really cool one. He's just so sick. All of the ones that I keep saying are so sick are just so like edgy, right? Witchelney, Oh, is he Witchelney? Is Medieval Galamon part of Witchelney? Fine and said I moved on. I'm biased towards Metal Garurumon. Why is he posed like a Marvel femme hero? Wait, which one? I know I passed by like a whole bunch. Is it the butt? Is that like, is that what that was? Metal Garurumon X, also really cool. What is this? I've never seen this one before. Metal Piranhamon. He's just a little guy. Metal Seadramon's also cool. There's just so many Mega Digimon. It's hard to like get through all of them. Yeah, or Nightwing. Yes. Yes. Okay, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to get through all of the Mega Digimon because I do want to get into just drawing. So I think we will just see what we have so far and draw from there. This one might be too complex for us right now. I did say that we would do Alphamon, but I'm just thinking a nice and simple one, Marine Angemon, and then a more complex one, Megidramon. Millenniummon? There's Millenniummon. I think I already exited out of it, but the lore with Millenniummon is actually really cool. Because you have this one, Machinedramon. Okay, it's like a whole bunch of different fusions. Where is it? Here. So this one, Millenniummon, is actually a fusion of two Digimon that are already like composites. So the first one is... Oh, it's not even going to scroll down all the way. Oh, here we go. Chimeramon, or if it shows. Or Chimeramon. It's a chimera of different Digimon. Full-size image. Here we go. It has like Kabuterimon's head. It has like Greymon's body. It has Garurumon. So this one is a combination of a whole bunch of Digimon. And then you also have... Where is he? This one. Machinedramon. He doesn't quite look it, but he's also a combination of like a whole bunch of Digimon, but only their metallic parts. I'm distracted. No, it's okay. It's okay. I love just talking about like the lore because there's just so much Digimon lore, right? So both these guys are composite Digimon. They're made up of like a whole bunch of different parts. So then what happens when they merge together is this. This is Millenniummon. And you kind of see both aspects of them because here's like the Chimeramon. Here's the Machinedramon. And then that one digivolves into a jewel. That one becomes Moon Millenniummon, this one. Who's just like a jewel. Like his soul is in there. Now granted, I don't actually know like the full lore with Millenniummon because their part, like their full story is from like a game that was like kind of like even the console was just like Japan only. But it's still a cool concept. I think that's what I like a lot about a lot of these Digimon is that like conceptually, they're very cool. They're very neat. Amalgamationmon, exactly. And actually, because you're here, Bear, there is... I wonder if they have... I think they have Tlalokmon. There are some Digimon that are based off of, like, Mesoamerican, like, religious figures, like Quetzalcoatl. And there was... I'm trying to think of, like, other ones. But I think the one that is the best attempt at it is Tlalokmon. It's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect by any means, but like I need a better picture. Tlalokmon. Where's like the highest quality? I think this is the highest quality. Yeah, there we go. Tlalokmon. So they're even trying to go for like the goggles, right? Not with the face, but just like his headdress. Like, you know what I mean by like it's not perfect. Like they didn't quite get a lot of like the Mesoamerican like motifs, but there was an attempt. There was an attempt at it. Which is like more than I can say for like some other like earlier attempts at like Mesoamerican motifs. But I remember seeing this one for the first time and being like, that is so cool. That is neat. Yeah, it's super cool, right? It's super cool. There is a Coatlemon. And I think that the Japanese name is Quetzalmon. Yeah, Coatmon, officially named Quetzalmon. And it's like an armor Digimon, not like a Mega, because like a bunch of like divinely inspired like Digimon are mostly Mega, but this one is also like pretty cool as well. Give me Ishbalankmon, right? Right? Or Huitzilopochtlimon. Right? That's what I'm looking for. But it's still cool that they're attempting it, right? It's still good. But alright, let's get into some drawing. Yeah, this Cuddly Pokemon when, right? When? Alright, let's do our first Digimon. We're gonna start with a simple one. Marine Angemon. He's a cutie. He's a cutie patootie. So let's let me just sketch out this little guy. This is one of the Digimon that like it's kind of hard to believe that this is a. Let me actually make this brush instead. That this is like a Mega Digimon. Actually, cut. Because he's just so rotund. He looks like more so like a, Here, let me actually show you guys the reference first. And then I'll show you once I like work more on the design. He even has like these little, the ears. These are like the same ears that you would see on like Koromon or a lot of like the in training level Digimon. So like, if I just show you the head, that's basically just Koromon. That's basically just like an in-training Digimon. But the difference is that for one, there's more limbs. Let me just get the basics down and then we'll like sharpen up the form a little bit. Right, this is just Koromon. But then we're gonna add some more details. I think this one is actually based off of like sea angels, right? Or sea slugs. Oh, actually, no, his body's not that fat. Because he has the holy ring. He has a holy ring around his neck. But his, like, he doesn't have any legs, though. It terminates into, like, a little, cute little tail. And little like formless arms. Sea monkey? Oh, you know what? That makes sense. That does make sense. Oh yeah, and he has like a huge heart. Did you know that there's an evil version of this Digimon? But it's only like... I think it's only in like a V-Pet, and it's like a very obscure V-Pet. And I think I'm actually one of the few people that have made fan art of the evil version. I just don't think it's on my... it's on this iPad. I think I made it on Paint Tool Sai. But I made it because Karn EX talked about it. Not an angel Digimon? I guess, yeah, Marine Angemon, even though it's called Marine Angemon, it's technically not an angel Digimon, right? Because, like, for all intents and purposes, so, like, in the TCG, it's not considered an angel Digimon, right? And then there are little wings. They're actually not that little. God, it's ugly. Keep it out of my angelic palace. Are you talking about just Marine Angemon or the evil version? Because I think it's just called Marine Angemon Burst Mode. Which, like, you'd think that it would have, like, a different name, right? No, you know what? There's two. There's, like... It's named after, like, I think a Greek figure, right? Because there's Marine Angemon Burst Mode, and then there's a completely different one called, like, Citalamon? Wait. We're looking it up. Cathalamon! Cathalamon! Look... Look at him. It's like, this is your mind. This is your mind. This is your mind on drugs. Oh my god. I think Cathalamon has like a little bit of charm. Look at that mouth. Look Look at it. It's like something from Nightmare Before Christmas, right? God, this is so good. Both of them are disgusting. Okay, I will agree with you, but only because in Time Stranger there's a side quest where it's given by a Marine Angemon, and it's like one of the most headache-inducing quests ever. And by the end of that quest, oh, Big Ham, hello. We're doing a little bit of art. Hello, Big Ham. Thank you so much for the raid. How you guys doing? I'm Babinka Bear, your local Sun Bear art history teacher and educational streamer, and we're drawing some Digimon. How was the rest of your rigging stream? I was there for a little bit. I know that you're rigging Saku, right? Oh, you were playing something else. Agree. Tell me about Agree. Or if you have to raid and run, you know, no worries. No worries at all. No worries at all. Ham raid. Hello, Archibald. Hello. Ham raid. Ham raid. Galahughes. Hello. 9-volt worm. Hello. Welcome. We were talking about, you guys were talking about Digimon. We ended with agree. We agreed. Nice. You guys agreed. Nice. If you guys didn't know, Big Ham is my rigging parent. My rigging mama. Look, this quality of movements is thanks to Big Ham. That makes me rigging siblings with Owen, with Galahughes, with eventually Saku, right? So yeah, we're watching some Digimon. If you guys have to raid and run, no worries. We do have an ad break coming up, in which case I can show off my new recess. my new recess scene over here, but we're actually gonna snooze the ad for now. I just wanted to show this off because I just finished making this today. That's right, our building, our little classroom bungalow is out here in the wilderness. Did you guys know? We actually have two scenes. We have two scenes that we go to whenever we go on an ad break. So we have the cub corner. This one I just made yesterday. Right? So yeah, this is the other corner of the class. Don't question why there's bushes and mushrooms and moss. I mean, it's the same reason why we have trees growing. Oh, and actually there is no trees in this one. But yeah, this is what the outside of the class looks like. Now you guys know, we did a little bit of a lore dump. This is the outside of the class. We did lose the Itasha, but the Itasha is within us all. Did everyone eat all the parking lot cars and we had to move? Maybe. I am down to build on the lore. I am down. But yeah, thanks again for the raid. And if you guys want to stick around as we draw some Digimon, we'll be doing so until maybe for the next 30 minutes, and then we might call it from there. But we're drawing we're drawing mega level Digimon, which is like the most powerful level of Digimon for those who don't know. So we're doing one simple Digimon, and we're doing one not so simple Digimon. This is Megidramon, and it's one of many Digimon that is like Edgelord incarnate, right? Super edgy, and we love the edgy. It's thanks to Miss Ham that I found you, and I'm eternally grateful. Sultan Bodhi, thank you so much for the kind words. I'm glad to always have you here. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna be up to. Yeah, I did pause the ad break, so let's continue drawing our cute little marine Angemon here. We were just talking about how there's also an evil version of this Digimon. So this is marine Angemon. This is what is it? Cathylamon. There you go. It does kind of look like a Heartless from Kingdom Hearts, right? It's like, this is your brain on drugs. Right? It has its own charm though. I will say. So right now I'm just drawing the little wings. And this isn't meant to be like a one-to-one. None of my drawings are ever, or none of my studies are ever meant to be like one-to-one studies of like, I want to get this exactly, but it's just more of like, I want to be able to internalize the, like, the design philosophy of Digimon. That way, we can eventually make our own Digimon, our own OCs, Donut Steel. Because yeah, we're seeing that even with like the strongest level of Digimon, you can have cute little guys, but you can also have these like super edgy designs where like there's spikes and teeth and fangs and all the things, right? But you can also just have these cute little guys. But even with this cute little guy, you'll notice that like there's these weird, like at each connection point, like if you look at like where the arms connect to the body and where the wings connect to the body, there's always small little like wrinkles. Not wrinkles, but like these lines that almost look like veins. And you see that at almost like every level of Digimon, that they have these like musculatures or like veins. But yeah, Marine Angemon's pretty much done. Maybe we'll make the brush a little bit smaller so we can get some details in there. There we go. And it has to have the usual Digimon eyes too. You always have to have the like two shines, the two shiny parts, and then the pupil, right? That's just kind of like classic Digimon eye, right? Oopsie. And then make the eraser a little bit smaller too. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it for at least this Digimon, and then we'll get started on Megidramon, and then probably end it off from there. And then our ad break is gonna start for real in about a minute. During that time, we'll go to recess. We'll go to recess so you guys can appreciate the recess section as well. But let me see if I can block out the basic like shapes of Megidramon. Cause look at that. To quote Robin Williams, big anime eyes. Exactly. So let me see if I can just very quickly block out some shapes. We have the head over here. The body is kind of like triangular or like an inverse triangle. And then you do have like a serpentine body. Serpentine! That winds in on itself. And then... Actually, the head is more of a rectangle with some like horns and wings and stuff. And then the wings are kind of like the biggest part. It's actually... Now that I think about it, it's almost an inverse to Goldramon. Or the design is very similar to Goldramon. Let me actually put this one away. Oh, I think we have our ad break coming up, so recess time. I'm going to continue to block out the basic shapes of Megidramon just so that we can get right back into the swing of things once we're back from the ad break. Sorry, I'm chewing the last of my kimbap. Give me one more second. Alright, that's the end of my dinner. I had a plate of kimbap right next to me. I was like, I'm sure I could finish 2 of them within 3 minutes. And lo and behold, I always end up still chewing by the end of it. Let's get back to class. I just did like the basic like, you know, blocking out of shapes. Kimboppable. Kimboppable. Raw unstoppable. I just did like the basics of like the shapes. So let's get into some details. Let's carve out some shapes here. Let's see. Let's have you guys look at the reference first while I also just take a Mike's hard look at the reference. The head is I might start overthinking the shapes because there's just a lot going on. You know what? I should start with the neck. There is a neck here. Emolge, hello. Rinrin, hello. How you doing? We are drawing our mega level Digimon today. I'm trying to like get a handle on this like edgy looking boy. Here, we can switch over to what I'm drawing here. We have a neck. Also a chest. Eepee! Art. Yeah. I've been on a good art kick lately. The opposite of art block, but who knows, after everything that I've been doing the past couple days, it might hit me again. I don't know, lately I've been feeling pretty good. I wish I could say that it's like, oh, because I've been like doing the thing that I've been wanting to do of like focusing on reading instead of like scrolling on social media. But at the same time, I feel like it's because, you know, I'm still running on like a pretty good high of like, I got some new books a couple days ago. I tried to actually get them from the library first, but I got like so hyped to go to like my local library just to find out that like my local library actually doesn't have a lot of in the way of like books that I was looking for. Because before I even went to the library, I tried to look up, so for context, I was trying to look up Lost World, which is the sequel to Jurassic Park, because I just finished Jurassic Park like a couple weeks back. So I was trying to find that. I go to like the Los Pincos like library website, and like try to look up to see if they have like Lost World. Or okay, I googled the name of like the branch, the library branch that's like closest to me. So I Google it, I click on the site, I look on their website for Lost World, and it says, oh, 30 copies on the shelf. I didn't realize that actually the search had led me to the Los Pincos like search among all branches. You know what I mean? Like I thought I was getting like I don't know, like library number 2. Let's say that that's the closest one to me, like library number 2. So I searched in that website, but it turns out that website was for the entire like Los Pincos city. So I saw that there were 13 copies and I was like, oh cool, the library closest to me has 13 copies on the shelf, so I should be able to stop by, check out one of the Lost Worlds, and you know, have a good time. Turns out, yeah, like that's actually like 13 books within the entirety of Los Pincos city. So I would have had to actually have gone to a different like branch in Los Pincos. Oh yeah, for any newcomers that came in from the raids, Los Pincos is merely a euphemism for where I actually live. I think you could probably put 2 and 2 together of which area I'm referring to. But yeah, it was not meant to be. It was not meant to be. So I went to my local, the branch that was closest to me, and it turned out they didn't have it at all. It's okay, I'll be a small, right? Yeah, it's tiny. It's tiny. Oh, you know what's cool? As I'm drawing, look at the chest area of Megidramon. It has like these like white things that look like ribs. I think they're meant to be like, you know, ribs. The skeleton, the baby back ribs with barbecue sauce. I'm liking this also this strat of using kind of like a big brush to like draw out, like block out the shapes, but then using the eraser to really try to like carve out the shapes, if that makes sense. And you do end up with kind of like a messy result, but I don't know, I kind of dig it. I've been wanting to go for more painterly stylings as of late. But yeah, to finish off my story, sorry, I get distracted by like carving out the symbols. To finish off my story, I couldn't find the books that I want because not only did I want Lost World, I also wanted the Apothecary Diaries. The light novel for Apothecary Diaries, because I caught up on the anime and I was like, I want more. But oddly enough, I didn't go for like where the anime left off. I wanted to read the light novel from the first volume. So unfortunately, they didn't even have Lost World, so of course they wouldn't have Apothecary Diaries there either. So I couldn't find that. So I ended up just going to the bookstore the other day. I think it was either the Saturday or the Sunday. But Beans and I ended up just going to the bookstore, a local bookstore, and we found the books that we needed. So now I have Apothecary Diaries, I have Lost World, and I decided to get one more book. I think it's called The Rise and Fall of Dinosaurs, and this one is nonfiction. It's just more of like a primer on like what we know about dinosaurs so far. It's nonfiction, but there is some like prose. There is some like I was at Beijing, walking through the crowds of the subway to meet my paleontologist friend, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, we got the arm here. We got those claws. So I love Joji, but I feel like I was vibing more when we were listening to Marina and the Diamonds, or Marina, rather. Maybe it's because this album is just like my college soundtrack. There we go. We got one arm and we got the torso. Let's see if we can get this midsection done, and then we'll try the head. So no head. Back in college, I did used to listen to a lot of Marina and the Diamonds, as well as Lana Del Rey. But I also had a teensy like phase where I listened to Taylor Swift as well, T-Swift, because this was like the era when she came out with, was it Style, and what was the other song that I was like really into? Style was one of them. All right, we gotta break up the T-Swift. I think it was her 1989 album. Blank Space. It was Blank Space and Style that I would listen to a lot. But it's because I never really like listened to her whole album. But it was just like one of those songs that was just always on. And like people that I knew were always singing the song, so it's one of those like, can you blame me? Can you blame me for ending up liking it? But I can't say that I really like listened to any of her stuff since then. I do like this design right here. It almost feels like McGeedramon's wearing a skirt. I think I also did listen to a little bit of, I was gonna say techno, but what was it that was like really popular in like the late 2010s? Like the house music, you know? Wanted was the world. Prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kind of... Oh, bless you, Beans.
Thank you.
The tail needs to be a little... Oh no, you know what I could have done? Could have done this. Just reshape this part. Dubstep. Yes, Devin. Yes. I was a little into the dubstep. Not as much as like some of my other friends, but like I remember. Gazoon tight beans, that's what folks said. Oh, you know what? He's listening to his stories. Alright, I'm just gonna get like the general shapes here. I'm not gonna worry too much about the exact shapes. I wonder if my Spotify account has like my favorite songs from the 2016s or late 2010s. Probably do. Just like they have all my data. And can and will use it against me in the court of law. Okay, maybe I should try the head now. I've been kind of scared to like get into like the head details, but it's now or never, right? Around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. Prima donna girl. Okay, I think I need to make the brush a little smaller. There's just so much detail in McGeedramon's head. The wub wubs, yeah. Like, did you guys ever watch the Parasite anime? That one was really good, but I remember people being like, I like the opening were it not for the dubstep. And I was like, I like the dubstep. I think that part is like, I don't know, it goes kind of hard, you know? Okay, so McGeedramon has both like horns, but also the little wings that you see on like Guillaumon's head. So let me get the horns first. All I ever wanted was the world. And then he has a single Angie eye here. Prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. My finger, babe. You know what? Like this kinda looks like Pikachu. It's Pikachu! All I ever wanted was the world that I need it all. The prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to... Okay, we're doing his little, like, wing ear things. It's a little difficult. And then there's little spikes on the ear wing things. I don't know why I thought I could also do, like, Dorugamon when I'm, like, also struggling on this one. What can I say? I like to challenge myself sometimes. And then here are more spikes. Because once again, this is a very edgy Digimon, as many are. There we go. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Not the type that you like. We just pretend. He has like angry teeth. He's just like, grr. Actually, even this music has like a little bit of like the touches you would see in like dubstep. It's not quite as like industrial sounding, but I don't know, some of the beats, right? I'm not a music theorist. I don't know the music theory like lingo, but I don't know. There's some quality to it that reminds me of the steps of dub. Schnackery's here. You guys might hear him. Meow. Okay, other arms, and then wings, and then we're almost done. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. I'm gonna be back in the office. I'm gonna be back to being a cog in the machine. But what if I want to rage against it? But what if we want to rage against it? Admittedly, I'm kind of a fake fan when it comes to Rage. I like their sound, but I don't know if I've ever listened to any of their albums in full. Because I feel like I didn't really listen to their stuff until I was dating Beans. Same with System of a Down. And now I love System of a Down, but no, actually, I feel like I listened to more System of a Down than I have Rage Against the Machine. But I definitely heard of all these songs growing up. A cog in the machine, Dramon. That's just Hagurumon. Who's so, like, adorable in Time Stranger. There we go. We make him a little more angry looking. Are the same who burn crosses. Ding, 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 ding. Killing in the name of. Killing in the name of. Hagurumon, my beloved. I love him in Time Stranger. Or am I thinking of Solarmon? The one who's like, I'm not a palette swap of Hagurumon. Stop calling me a palette swap. Stop calling me a palette swap. And now they do what they told ya. Let me actually adjust this wing, and we're almost done. Good night, being a chat. Good night, Matthew. Thank you for bearing with all of the tech issues and helping me out. I saw that you posted on the Discord when I went live again. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Have a good nap. I'll see ya. I think I'm streaming again Thursday. Yeah, I think we're doing some. Yeah, we're doing some retro gaming today. I mean, not today. This week. Yeah. Good night, Matthew. Good night. I love Hagurumon. I hate everything it evolves into. That's so funny. So, like, every metal Digimon? Ding, 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 ding. Killing in the name of. Killing in the name of... Do what they told ya. Now they do what they told ya. Now they do what they told ya. Alright, this might be as good as it gets, y'all. Justified. There we go. I think this is as far as I'm willing to go. I think I would like to see a chibi Megidramon though. I think that would be very cute. Just because he has like the big old teeth. He has like the 2 sets of horns. There we go. But we did our best. We have one simplistic Mega Digimon that's very cute and very heavenly, and then we have Megidramon. the opposite. Very complex. Very complex, but also very edgy and terrifying, and very cool looking, right? So here is our art for the day. I know the art was like 10% of the actual stream, but we still got it in. We still got it in, right? What I do want to do from here on out with art streams is, I did say one idea of like making my own Digimon, but I also want to learn how to draw other things too. Like I was talking with Beans earlier during our morning walkies. We started going for walks. Just for health reasons, you know. Guilmon wearing a Megidramon costume. That'd be so cute! That'd be so cute. I love that. I've been seeing people do art of, like Tai from like the 1999 anime, but and like Rookie Digimon, but they're dressed in cardboard, but their costumes are like they're like older, or they're like mega versions, right? So it's like Agumon wearing armor that looks like War Greymon. That's so cute. I'm down to do something like that. I'm down, like downtown. But anyway, I hope the Rage Against the Machine got you guys in the mood for moshing, because we're gonna do that soon. The last thing I'm gonna do for today is go over our schedule for the rest of the week. So let's open this up. All right, here's our schedule, you guys. So we just finished doing our DIGI-DOODLES, our Digimon Doodles, featuring the Megas. We're gonna be back on Thursday evening, and we're gonna do some retro gaming. We're gonna play 3D Dinosaur Adventure. It's a game that I liked a lot as a kid, but it is a bit repetitive. We're gonna be playing a lot of like retro 3D modeled dinosaur games, but it's to hatch some cute little dinosaur eggs. After that, on Friday, we're going to be picking up on some style study. We're going to be learning all about 1920s art and design. I do want to take a look at what the fashion looked like, but we might also look at a little bit of architecture, some Art Deco stuff. And we might be using Figma, which is kind of like Canva, in that like you use it to make like designs, but a lot of people also use it for stuff like UI UX design. But I've just been experimenting with it because it feels just like kind of like Adobe Illustrator, but through your browser. And then we're gonna finish off. We were supposed to finish off Case of the Golden Idol DLC last week, but I took too long on the first 2 cases, so now we just have one more case. So that might actually be a short stream, and I might actually be able to end early and get back into some TCG shenanigans. But no promises at this moment, but that's what we have on the docket so far. So that's what to expect. And from here, we have our end of stream tradition. For those that are new to the class, our end of stream tradition is a mosh pit. We do a mosh pit. So let's go to YouTube. Here's my usual spiel when it comes to, oh my god, Barbie Girl. Let's do Barbie Girl. You guys want to do Barbie Girl? And look at that! We have a short for Big Ham in the corner. You love to see it. But okay, guys, when you hear the music, go ahead and start spamming your favorite emotes. That's how the mosh works. We also have a command that makes your little stream avatars fight each other. But there's no correlation between who spams the most emotes and who wins the mosh pit. It's RNG, and it's not rigged. Don't forget to cross off that retro thingy and write down Time Stranger pre-release. You might be right. You might be right. Ah! Open up the pit. Alright, let's stop with the rage against the machine and let's get to moshing. You ready for some Barbie girl? Life in plastic. It's fantastic. Put the volume up. There you go. Come on, Bobby. Let's go party. Get to moshing. It's fantastic. Undress me anywhere. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. Undress me anywhere. Life is your creation. Ooh oh, ooh oh. Let's go, Devin survived the mosh pit. You won round 1. Can you win round 2? Fight. We're gonna raid into Eros, and I'm already seeing some interesting messages on his end. Let's go party. Oh wow, oh wow. Uh-oh. My little Babinkum got the med pack. Oh no. Oh no, it's not rigged though. It's not. I swear. I swear it's not rigged. Sometimes that's just how it be. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Streamer wins. No. Ooh oh, ooh oh. It's not rigged. It's not. You know what? I should set like a text thing where every time you guys say rigged, it just responds with me saying, it's not rigged. It's not, I swear. Ah! Alert! Alright, we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid into Eros. He's just chatting at the moment. I thought he'd be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But he is chatting. He's a rock, actually. But I'll see you guys on Thursday. Thanks for tuning in and for bearing with all of the tech issues. I'm really thankful for you guys. I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, and evening. And as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. A rock! We